Hello everyone, this is Florian Santos. I'm a strategic interventionist and a certified life coach. I hope you're doing well today. It's just another day, isn't it? It's like Groundhog Day. But I wanted to talk to you today about power that comes from within. And I'm going to, I have so much to say. So I'm going to try to connect and make sense of the things that I'm saying to you. Did you know that you have two brains? Yeah, you do. You're not aware of the other brain. It's nice and silent. It's kind of doing its own thing. And that brain is actually located around your, where your stomach is, like behind your belly button. And yoga masters have known this for many years. Chi masters, they're very aware of this second brain. And the function of this second brain is to direct traffic. So when you're doing any intake, oh my gosh, I'm running out of battery. When you're doing an intake into your body, you're drinking. Hi, Ed. Glad you're watching. When you're putting things into your body, it turns into energy, whether it's water or food. But that's not the only place you get your energy. Energy also comes from movement. And this second brain is also, I'm not sure if it's a chi, but the chi masters know about this. This is where your power comes from. So if you were Earth, you have the sun and the moon, that would be the energy where it's coming from. And when you're sitting around, like we have been during the same place, when you're sitting around, or if you're a driver and you've been driving sitting down, or you work at an office or at a desk and you're sitting down, or you're watching TV, anytime that you're not moving, that chi is kind of not doing its thing. It's not giving you the energy. It's really important that you move your body around. It's kind of like an engine. If your car has been sitting for a while, you need to start it. Not only do you need to start it, you have to drive it. Because if you don't drive it, all kinds of things can happen to your car from just sitting. And the same thing is happening to your body. It's really important that you move your organs. Each organ has a function. And if you've been sitting down for a while, the organ is not moving, it's not functioning, and it affects the next organ. And then you've got this buildup of energy that's been sitting there. Excuse me, my nose is a little runny. So it's a buildup that's been sitting there. It's also not very good for you. A lot of issues with sickness come from not moving. In fact, they say for men with prostate cancer, if you have been sitting for a very long period of time and you're not moving, then it really can affect your pancreas and oh my God, what is that thing that men have that women don't have? Prostate cancer can be built up from sitting down. Also, the reason why yoga works so well is because if you imagine your body as a highway, and you've got your breathing air and it's going through your lungs, that air is processed through your heart, which creates red blood cells from breathing, just breathing regularly. Well, most of us don't breathe, so that's not being fed any oxygen. Your brain is not being fed. Your intestines are not being fed. So to stay healthy and remain healthy, there's many things that you have to do that are really very, very natural, but people just don't do it. Like drinking water. Water not only brings nutrients and minerals into your body and oxygen, it also helps you to function better. It helps you to think better. It's great for your cognitive and all of that. So if you're breathing correctly, you're less likely to get a panic attack. But how do you know you're breathing correctly? We don't. We hold our breath. I do. I do it all the time. So I have to take the time to exercise the breathing technique and bring all of that air into your system. The water having oxygen will do the same thing. It will lubricate your joints. It also keeps you from getting infections, because when you're dry, that's when you tend to get infections and get sick, like in the winter when the air is dry and you're not drinking enough water. You will dehydrate, and that dehydration, your skin is like really thirsty, your body, your organs, it's not doing the things it's supposed to because you're cutting it off. If you smoke, you're cutting off oxygen, and you can see it in the smoker's skin. You can see the face turns gray, the red blood cells are not pumping up, and you can see it on the skin. People who smoke tend to age faster, and not to mention lung cancer, because you're cutting it off. So if you look at my previous videos, you'll be able to see that I have some breathing exercises. And the important thing about keeping up what nature intended for you to do, sleeping, getting enough amount of sleep, because your body is constantly disposing cells that is all a part of us, and rebuilding new ones. So if you're not sleeping correctly, you're not sleeping correctly, you're not drinking water, so you're not going to the bathroom, and you're not eating vegetables, so you're constipated. All of those have to be disposed. It all has to come out of your body so that we can build new cells. And when you don't get enough sleep, the toxic fluid builds up in your brain, between brain cells. You can Google this. It's scientifically proven that in your sleep, it rebuilds, and you're getting rid and flushing all of these toxic things from your body. Exercise, sweating will take out and move that toxic thing out of your body. If you're not circulating, your body is not circulating, you're really more likely to get sick. Not getting enough sleep, they found, is also connected to Alzheimer's. If you don't get enough sleep. So if you're also alcohol, a lot of people drinking alcohol now. And the alcohol, if you're not drinking water and you're only drinking alcohol, guess what it's doing to your body? You're not rebuilding your cells. Your face is all, you can see it on your face when someone has a hangover and has been drinking. The liver's function, of course, is to filter everything that you're eating and distribute it through your body. And when you eat things that are not organically made by nature, and it's not going into your body, then where does it go? There's no nutrition, but your body has to dispose this. And so you're not getting the things that is natural for your body, that is necessary to continue to rebuild cells, so that you continue to be healthy, so you don't get depressed, so you can think better. And when you can think better, that's everything. That's everything. Anything that will stop you from being able to do the things that you can on a normal everyday life, then it will hurt you in the long run. So this second brain that is sitting in your body, you have to activate it. And if you for some reason have been sitting for a long time, or if you're in a wheelchair and your body has been sitting for a long period of time, there are exercises that you can do just sitting still, and I think it's called I forgot what it's called for some reason I hadn't remembered it. And what it is, it's a type of exercise where you're just pushing your muscles and calisthenics, I think. You sit in one place and you do these exercises that you can actually lose weight by doing these exercises. And if I can find it, I will definitely put it on Facebook and share it with you. But a yoga master, or a Zen master rather, has taught this breathing exercise for activating the chi. Now, the flow on the body is really, really important. If you think of your body as a highway, you will get a traffic jam in one spot if you're not opening these channels. Yoga is perfect for that. And a long time ago, no one knew what yoga could do. They thought it was twisting and turning and doing these weird actions. But yoga is actually very good at stilling the mind. And why? Because if you're even just meditating and concentrating on different parts of your body, like your hands, during the day, you don't think of this. You don't think of what your body's doing because you're just driving this vehicle and you're not paying attention. But your body really is talking to you. So when you're meditating, and I will one of these days do a meditation program, you're really rebooting your brain because you're sitting very still. And I'm going to connect this to eye movement, okay? When I quit smoking and I went to a hypnotist, when I met with him and I talked about the things that I had to do to quit smoking, and he said that if I ever during the day had these cravings, he told me to move my eyes in different directions, left and right, and do these weird movements with my eyes as I'm saying, I am a non-smoker, I am a non-smoker. Your eyes are actually connected to the rest of your body. That's why people who read faces can tell when you're lying. They can tell when you're searching for an answer or trying to remember. When you're trying to come up with an answer, your eyes will face a certain direction. And that's why in meditation, we concentrate on this part of our body, of our face, because when you're concentrating here, your eyes are not moving. Like when you see someone dreaming and their eyes are closed, you see eye movement. That's what's happening. But that is also connected to parts of your body. So if you don't know how to meditate at all, and you sat very still, and you checked in with your parts of your body from top down, whether it's thinking about your eyebrows, your lips, your neck, your shoulders, and your attention goes to these places all the way down to your hands, elbows, and you're checking in, you're actually rebooting your little brain and centering by doing this. And you don't have to think, you just have to check in with these parts of the bodies, and you have to continually do, just breathe slowly and listen to your breath. If you're listening to your breath, to how you're breathing, you're actually calming down. And this is what happens to the brain. During the day, when you are aware, or when you have to be thinking and on your feet, your brain is in the sympathetic stage. That means if a surprise comes up to you, you can think. You're ready. It's a sympathetic stage. Some people will have it just mild, and some people, the sympathetic stage is, it could be something like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I can't think. I'm stuck. That's a sympathetic stage because your brain is like all over the place. So if you were to take a scan of the brain for during the day when you're in the sympathetic stage, you will see different colors in different parts of the brain, sort of scattered. But as you meditate, within 15 minutes, the brain scan will start to organize. It starts to fix itself. And when you're in the parasympathetic stage, that's the relaxed stage, you can think better. So in the sympathetic stage, your heart is beating faster, your pulse is higher, your cognitive is low, your memory is low, you're unable to think, you could be having anxiety. All of these things can happen when you are at the sympathetic stage more often. Like people who are constantly defending themselves, they get that so hyped up and they're in that sympathetic stage of confusion. So take a little break in the middle of the day during your lunch hour and just breathe. And even better for synchronization is to put your hand on your heart and try to synchronize your breathing with your heartbeat. And then check in with these parts of your body. Prayers, meditation, oh my God, if you pray, if you meditate, you will go back to being at peace. So now, in the parasympathetic stage, you're able to really calm yourself down. Your blood pressure will go down, your pulse rate will go down, your breathing will be better on a timely manner. You will be bringing oxygen back into your brain, you're bringing it back into your body, and it's really healthy for you. And you're able to, it's like a little vacation. You just take it in the middle of the day and just do that. And waking it up. The second brain, the chi. What you do, you can do it sitting down or standing up. So for this, I'm going to stand up. And make sure that you can see me. And I'm going to lower this so that you can see what I'm doing for this breathing exercise. I know several breathing exercises because it's something that I was meditation is something that I do quite often, actually. And so I try to teach this. And I approach things very calmly because I do this quite often. So what you do is you open up your arms like this, and you open up your back, and you put your head up, and you breathe in, and then you curve your body and get all the air out. And you breathe in. And then blow into your hand. You may get a little dizzy. Don't overdo it. You take your upper hand, you put it in the back of your neck. Take your lower hand and put it in the bottom of your spine. And this will open up all of the channels for your chi. And you might feel heat coming up and down your spine. And this heat is really opening up your chi. It's there to bring you energy. And it's there to continue to function. Like I say, that second brain is a traffic controller. So when you eat or whatever you do to your body, this one says you're going this way, you're going that way, up this way and up that way. So this chi is really, really important that you move. We are in America. I was watching a comedy with a woman, She says, people are saying Americans are lazy. She says, no, Americans are not lazy. Americans just like to sit. We sit in our car just to go somewhere else where we could sit in a restaurant. And true, Americans love to sit. If you don't have to get up, you don't get up. And in other countries, they're much more healthier because people are always moving. They're not limited in their homes where they're watching TV all day long. We make it so easy that we really don't have to go out. In other countries, people go shopping every day for food, to cook that's fresh, and we can go shopping and have food in our shelves for months. So overeating and not exercising and not moving is really not good for you. So if you could at least put on some good music and get your frequency higher, because laziness breeds laziness. So if you're feeling lazy, it's very likely you're going to continue to feel like sitting down. I don't really want to get up right now, and nobody's watching. I can be in bed with my pajamas. I can wear pajamas all day long. I don't have to wash my face. I don't have to shave my beard. When you are not taking care of yourself, you're actually shutting down all of the receptors in your body, because our body has receptors everywhere. We can feel things from other people and animals that we're not aware of. That's why pets are really, really good for us, because they're alive and you can pet them, and you're having this exchange of feelers going and love. For people who are living alone and don't have any friends, they love cats because they're getting that feeling of love. Even plants. I can't stress enough how nice it would be for you to put plants indoors, because plants, again, nature, you have to touch nature every day somehow, whether it's water, plants, animals, other people, hugs. These are all things that our body is craving for. We're craving to hold hands. We're craving to hug. We're craving to love. Plants are wonderful to have in the house. Not only do they bring you oxygen, but they bring you in touch with nature. Many types of study was done in a school. There was with the grade school students, 2 different plants were put in the hallway, and the children were encouraged to say hi to one plant and talk to it and love it. And they were also told to ignore the other plant. Not too long after that, you could start seeing the difference. The plant that got attention was filled with new growth. The plant without attention kind of just sort of wilting and dying. There are certain plants that you can touch and you can see and feel that you have that connection, because if you touch a leaf on a plant and you just touch it, you will feel that leaf kind of stand up and get stronger. You can feel it in your hands, because there is a connection with nature. You must touch nature every day, eat your vegetables, drink your water, and breathe, get the right sleep, move, exercise, all good for you. So I do have to go because my neighbor is returning my dog. She took my dog for a walk. And it's very nice seeing you. Aliki, hi. Ray, hey, long time no see. Thanks for joining. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I'm always happy to share these things with you, because if you're living healthy and you have a healthy mentality, you will do well. So I gotta go. The doorbell is ringing. Take care. Bye-bye.